Feast your eyes on what will soon be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of your life. What's going on, guys? My name is Ethan. Thanks for clicking on the video. So today, I got a new recipe. You guys like cinnamon rolls? I like cinnamon rolls. Now, I spent the last few days trying to make cinnamon rolls, but I can't seem to make something thick enough to take on the consistency of it while being low calorie. So I put a little spin on cinnamon rolls, and today we're gonna be making some anabolic cinnamon puff balls. I haven't thought of a name. Whatever the title of the video is probably isn't gonna be what I just said, so bear with me a little bit. We're gonna be making these balls. These things taste exactly like cinnamon rolls. Exactly like cinnamon rolls, except they're these big, puffy, it's cinnamon rolls that aren't rolled up. You guys are gonna love this. You're gonna eat it every day. I guarantee it. If not, unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm at 130. I'm doing pretty good right now. Before we get started, man, drop a like, hit the sub button, show the channel a little bit of love. I mean, you don't got to. It's not a hard thing to do, and it helps. More people see my videos if you do. Do all the algorithm stuff. Without further ado, let's get this recipe started. I'm gonna break everything you need down. I'm gonna give you all the steps, and I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be your go-to food. You are going to need fat-free cream cheese, stevia, Splenda. You're gonna need both. You really don't need both, but I prefer you do. It'll enhance the recipe. Give it a try. Protein powder. You can use whatever protein powder you want. I highly suggest you use vanilla because we're making cinnamon rolls and this just goes the best. Unless you have like a cinnamon protein. I'm pretty sure Remington James has a cinnamon protein. He might. If not, even better, but I'm using vanilla today. You need coconut flour. I say it in all of my recipe videos that require bread. You need 647 bread. Why? Because each freaking slice is 40 calories. It's 40 calories. There's other regular ass bread that Greg Doucette talks about. The truth is, that bread is 70 calories. Some of it's 80 calories. Now, Greg's a big dude, but if you could take shortcuts, take shortcuts. You need a little bit of baking soda, cinnamon, all-purpose flour, Ninja blender, and you're also gonna need your food scale. I always use a food scale. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. But your food scale. But before we start making anything, make sure you start preheating your oven to 350 degrees, and I'll tell you about the cooking time later. Before we start making the actual cinnamon rolls, we gotta make ourselves some icing. So put it on the food scale, hit 0, grab your cream cheese. This icing is super simple. First thing you wanna do is add 60 grams of cream cheese. Now throw it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Should be a little softer, a little creamier. Now the only other thing you gotta do is add 3 grams of stevia. Just mix that up. This part is optional as well. I'm gonna take vanilla extract. I'm just gonna put 1 or 2 small drops. Oh my God. Take your icing, throw it in the fridge for later. So this recipe is gonna require you to blend a lot of bread. I watched a video on YouTube, Anabolic Blueberry Pancakes by Greg Doucette, obviously, and he put his bread in the blender. And I just felt inspired. That just goes to show there's nothing you can't do in the kitchen. I think the anabolic diet, even though it's an effective way to lose weight, I think it debunks all of the stereotypes in the kitchen, like you can't do this with this, or this should be used for this. We do whatever the hell we want, and the food tastes great, and we're staying ripped. So we're gonna put 8 pieces of bread in the blender. Now it's about 6:30 in the afternoon, and I haven't eaten since breakfast because I've just been busy these last couple days. It's been tough to squeeze in a lot of time. So I'm making a double serving, but I'll give you all the nutrition facts for a double serving and a single serving once I make the recipe. So you're gonna start by turning your scale on and zeroing it, and then after that's done, pop 8 pieces of bread into the blender. Now you want 1 scoop or 40 grams of whey protein. I've had whey protein for years, since I was younger. But lately, since I've been introduced to casein protein this last year, I prefer it so much more. And I don't know if it's the taste or the consistency, but whenever I cook with casein, it just turns out better. But I got whey protein, I'm out of casein, and I need vanilla. So, like I said, you're gonna need 6 egg whites. Got a little bit of yolk in there. You're gonna wind up with about 223 grams of egg whites. Wash my hands real quick. Zero the scale. Now you wanna add 16 grams of all-purpose flour. I knew I should have used a spoon. I poured 22 grams in. Just get your shit together. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum or guar gum. That's what I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video. You're gonna need xanthan or guar gum, so, sorry. You're gonna wanna throw in about 3 grams of this. Now you're gonna want 12 grams of coconut flour. There was a spoon in here? Okay. Perfect, got me to 12. 1 gram of cinnamon, 2 grams of baking soda. This last step's optional, but I always do it because I got a crazy sweet tooth. I'm gonna put in 5 packets of a 0-calorie sweetener. I'm gonna be using Splenda for this, but we're gonna need stevia later, so hang tight. What's up? You can walk upstairs. You're fine. That was Hannah, by the way. Hello. Hello. Yep. Now we gotta blend it. Now we're gonna take everything and just blend it on high. It's gonna stick on the sides all over, so grab a little spatula and just start scraping the sides down a little bit. It should be like a thick dough, like a pizza dough almost. I know there's egg whites in here, but you guys aren't ready. Pop it back on. We gotta do it one more time. There's absolutely zero doubt you can dangle this thing above your head. That's what you should end up with. You guys know the anabolic ice cream test where you're just shaking it around like a freaking idiot. This shouldn't even wiggle. This shouldn't, it didn't even move. This stuff should be freaking impossible to get out. That's how you know you did it right. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Okay, grab yourself something to bake on and grab some 0-calorie cooking spray. Now let's remove this dauber of flavor and thickness. Yeah, it's a little tougher than the ice cream, but I think it's way better than the ice cream. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that even though I preach the anabolic diet till like the day I die, I don't love anabolic ice cream. I enjoy it. I can eat it once, twice a day, and I really like it. It's just, I'm someone who's realistic and I can say, yes, ice cream, normal ice cream, Abbott's, Brewster's, way better. Obviously, it's way better. Hot, baked food. Baked food is absolutely killer. Little tip before you guys make this. This is something that you want to eat fresh out of the oven. It's gonna get cold. It's not gonna have that squishy consistency that everybody wants with cinnamon rolls. If you're gonna eat it fresh. You're gonna end up with something like this. You can flip it around. It's not going anywhere. But you just wanna start putting balls on the tray because even though it's really thick, it's not thick enough to actually like roll up and then turn into a cinnamon roll. I was going to try to make cinnamon rolls, but I haven't quite gotten that yet. So we got these cinnamon puff balls. I should have prepared more for this video. I don't even have a name for it. You guys are gonna love it either way, so like it. Like it! Please. You're only gonna wanna pull a little bit out at a time, use a spoon or a fork, and just start putting them down on the tray like cookies, essentially. The great part about this recipe is when you put these on the tray and bake them, they're not like cookies where they're just gonna expand. Who's texting me? What's great about the recipe is when you put them in the oven, they're not like cookies where they're gonna kind of flatten out and just expand and then kind of stick to each other. they stay in the shape that you keep them in. So for practical purposes and even for artsy purposes, try to puff them up a little bit. Give them a little bit of texture, a little bit of volume. Give them a little bit of flair. Honestly, it's gonna make it look better. It's gonna make it taste better. It's gonna make you more shredded. That's how the world works. You got that left. I keep forgetting there's egg in this. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Last step before we put this in, take your 0-calorie spray, just spray on top of all of them. What this does is when you put it in the oven, this will allow the tops of these things to brown and it'll just make the flavor pop. It'll give it a much better texture, a much better consistency. Trust me, you wanna do it. It makes the outside taste better. Now, if you're really extra like me, put a little bit of cinnamon on all of them. That's good enough. Throw them in the oven.
Anabolic.
Meanwhile, this asshole orders a pizza. Get that shit out of here. Anabolic Hawaiian pizza video coming soon. Who gets Hawaiian pizza anyways? Like, I don't mind the pineapple. I don't mind the bacon. I don't mind all the ham, whatever you put on that thing. I just feel like the pineapple makes it so watery. Especially when they put a ton on there. The Hawaiian pizza, as good as it might taste, I feel like you're eating pizza for about 3 seconds and then you're just chewing on this watery slime. Now, if it's light pineapple, maybe. If you bake the pineapple and get some of the moisture out of there, maybe. But when you just load up on pineapple, man, it's not a pizza. It's a fruit salad. These boys are done. I put mine in for about 15 minutes because I like that browning effect it gets on top. If you want it to be a little softer, a little less cooked, put it in for about 12 to 13. Let's get these guys on a plate. Guys, we've had some technical difficulties. Your boy done messed up. But the food's okay, so who cares? New plate, boom. Look at all those. We're not done yet. Take that icing you put in the fridge and start coating all of your freaking... I still don't have a name for them. All right, well, I'm gonna put something in the title and you guys comment down below what the name should have been. All right, I don't know, I tried. Y'all ready for this? It didn't focus. Do you guys have any idea what this means? It really doesn't mean anything, but it's gonna be delicious. And you're gonna get shredded. Probably put on like 50 pounds of muscle mass. Typically when people eat my recipes, they gain about 50 to 55 pounds of muscle mass per week. But some people get about 60, so who knows, maybe you'll get more. All right, time for the taste test. Feast your eyes on what will soon be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of your life. Before I take a single bite, I'm gonna tell you the macros for the single serving that I was talking about earlier and the double serving that I made for myself because I'm starving. Sick. For one serving of these, which if you make them the way I did, you'll get about 5 or 6. You're looking at 326 calories, 3.25 grams, 3.25, I don't know, 66.5 grams of carbs, 30.5 grams of protein, and 30 grams of fiber. If you make the serving, dude, if another motorcycle drives by, if you made what I made, the double serving, everything, the icing, the still don't have a name for them, you're looking at 652 calories, 6.5 grams of fat, 133 grams of carbs, 61 grams of protein, and 60 grams of fiber. I've been smelling these for about a half hour, trying to take a thumbnail and stuff. Don't even sit there and pretend you don't want to eat that. You'll be lying to me and you'll be lying to yourself, and lying's wrong. Taste test. It tastes just like a cinnamon roll. It's just not rolled up. Who cares? This is insane. I know a lot of people who make recipes on YouTube are gonna like take a bite of their ingredient and be like, oh, so good. Now I'm telling you guys, if I made a bad recipe, I'd tell you it's bad. Better yet, I wouldn't even make the video. I've had a couple recipes that I tried making that sucked. I knocked it out of the park on this. I'm not even gonna be humble, dude. I'm literally eating cinnamon rolls. Oh my god. I think I'm on number 3. I have about 8 left. I'm on my 3rd one. And I'm kind of full. There's 60 grams of fiber in this. It's gonna fill you up. You're gonna wanna eat less. good chance you're gonna save some of these for later. Even though they taste better fresh out of the oven, you're probably gonna save them for later. They're still gonna be delicious, they're just not gonna be hot. So maybe mic them for 30 seconds, I don't know. It's still gonna taste delicious either way. As soon as this video ends, I want each and every one of you to try making this recipe. Take the 15-20 minutes it makes to make all these freaking cinnamon roll knockoffs, and just tell me what you think. If you got me on Instagram, you see it in the one of these corners. I don't even know what corner it's in, but you got my Instagram. Make the recipe, try it yourself, tag me in it, and show me if you guys come up with something else. Maybe someone's gonna make like a Fruity Pebbles cinnamon roll. I don't know. Like, I feel like what a lot of people do is they'll take an anabolic recipe, they'll add like a quarter cup of their favorite cereal, and they'll call it a new recipe. People do it with anabolic ice cream all the time. This is its own entity. The frosting on top of it though, I just want to eat a bowl of it. It's not a good idea, but I just want to eat a bowl of frosting, dude. Delicious. Delicious, 10 out of 10. If you guys don't try this, I think you're just scared. No, I'm just kidding. For real though. Now on a serious note, for those of you that made it this far in the video, I really do appreciate it. I'm a really small channel, so I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes I'll just look at my YouTube analytics like every 15-20 minutes seeing, oh, 3 more people watch my video, 4 more people, new subscriber. Like I'm constantly just like looking at it, getting all excited. I look at it like white girls look at Instagram essentially. I don't even look at Instagram I do look at Instagram, but I look at YouTube Studio way more for some reason. I've just been really hooked on growing the channel. I've been really hooked on pushing out content and seeing how people respond to it. So if you can give me a little bit of feedback, that'd be appreciated. And of course, liking and subscribing would also be appreciated as well. Every bit helps the channel. So if you guys want to show a little bit of support, you know how to. And you got my Instagram, so if you want to like have a little conversation, you want a little bit of advice, you have an idea for a video or something, let me know. I'm flexible and I'll make that kind of thing happen. I can't get over it. See, the only thing is I really wish I can roll them up so they look more like cinnamon rolls, but I don't care because they taste exactly the same. They literally taste like cinnamon rolls, dude. The reason my recipe would be way more low calorie than a lot of other people trying to make this is because of the 647 bread. 40 calories for a thick freaking slice. You can get whole wheat, white, Italian. This is all Italian bread. This is all Italian bread. I don't got that whole wheat stuff. You can have whatever bread you want because the macros don't matter as long as you're eating sustainable protein, avoiding sugar, watching your calories, and drinking a gallon of water a day. For some of my OG subscribers from like 3 weeks ago, the Thug Jug is gone. I'm going to get a new one. I'm gonna get a new one. But for now, we are Thug Jug-less for the video, so no water. Still drink a gallon of water a day. Cheers. Whenever I come up with a recipe, I always say like, oh, this is like so close to French toast. It's like second to French toast. You guys want the truth? This is better than French toast. Greg, I love you, dude. You have, honestly, you're the reason that I lost weight. You're the reason that I look the way I do and feel the way I do. Is Greg Doucette and Remington James. I'm always gonna give him the credit. But Greg, this is better than your French toast. By like, is it though? It's so good, but I love French toast. I just have a sweet tooth. I'm always eating sweet stuff. And then tell me, do you like the French toast better or do you like these better? You can be honest. I'm not saying, you know, hype me up, guys. I need you to be my yes men. Just tell me what you think. If it's better than the French toast, awesome. If not, awesome, you know? I love being a little off the wall in my videos, injecting some humor, but the reality of it is this channel is really directed towards challenging myself every chance I get while delivering content that's not so much informational. Wow, okay. Informational. The goal of this channel, obviously I want to grow, obviously I want to interact with you guys, I want to build some relationships. I've built relationships with some content creators already. For the average viewer, for someone who's just looking to lose some weight, someone who's looking for a little bit of motivation, or even just a laugh, that's what this channel's about. I want my videos to be entertaining, I want you guys to get something from it, and I want you guys to keep coming back. Because there's no better feeling in the world than spending a day in the kitchen trying to throw together some recipe and wasting a lot of groceries until you get it right. And then you film this 2 hours, 3 hours worth of footage, and then you spend about 8-9 hours editing, and then you put this video out. And my videos are getting like 100, 150 views. I'm not blowing up. but I don't care. I make videos because I love doing it. And I love hearing the few people who comment, dude, you're doing great, keep up the good work, I love your content. The 5-6 people that comment per video means the absolute world. That's what this channel's all about. Seeing the community, seeing the feedback, and honestly, I love the feeling of people appreciating content that I spent so much time making. So for those of you that did that, it truly means the world. It truly does. For those of you that aren't liking, subscribing, whatever, you don't need to. I don't dislike you. I'm just saying support's appreciated because I'm a young channel and I would love to grow. Informationable, I can't get over it. I can't get over saying that. That's it for me. I'm done rambling. I'm probably gonna save these for later, but like I said, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. I'm out of here today. I've been talking for a while. I hope you guys try this out and I hope you enjoy it. Aside from that, take care of yourselves. Tune in next time. Peace. Oh, by the way, I got a big update coming for the channel in a couple weeks. Stay tuned. Bye!